Hey guys, it's Sinner here. So I'm just going to do a quick video. I thought I'd show you, I recently installed my ENB and I had a guide put up for that. And I didn't really want to take the ENB out after I put it in. So you can see up, I think I'm pointing the right way. Ooh. It's inverted? Yes, it's inverted. Don't worry about that, it's fine. So the FPS counter right now, I'm just in the middle of an open field, a whole bunch of grass around me. You can see my frame rate is really tanking. I'm running a lot of 2K textures. You got the grass mod. Now you have the enhanced lighting and the real vision ENB put on. So there's a lot going on my frame rate. So I thought I'd do a quick video on how you can basically get that number up there all the way to 60, even in my situation where I'm sitting here running in 4K. So here we are at, basically we're way back, for this location. We're at the ENB website here. I'll get it zoomed in so you can actually see. So down here, we have a download button and we'll have ENB Boost version. You notice it says Fallout 4. Fallout 4 and Skyrim Special Edition happen to be running on the same engine. I believe this is also applicable for the normal version of Skyrim, but I can't confirm that because I can only confirm the version of Skyrim I'm running, which is Special Edition, but I believe Skyrim and Fallout 4, same engine. So this ENB Burst should work for all versions of the ENB, but basically all you have to do is you download this. There's 3 core files in it. You're going to take those core files, you're going to drop them over top of the ENB files you've already installed in your Skyrim folder. If not, I have a guide for that if you want to check that out. I'll put that down below or up here on this little question mark. So let's get into how to properly set up the ENB Boost once you get it installed. So now that we've downloaded that package from ENB Boost, we actually need to go in and put the file in. So to do that, I'll show you quickly basically how I get to my folder. So I go over to Skyrim Special Edition on Steam. Over here on the left side, I go Properties, I go Local Files, I go Browse Local Files, and this brings you directly to, so you don't have to go through all the folders, to the ENB location where we're going to be dropping off the ENB files. You probably already know how to get here since you have the ENB already, but that's just my preferred method. I also like to copy this address and create a shortcut on the desktop. I actually have that set up, so basically all you have to do is right click the desktop, new shortcut. You put that link in, you copy it from the top, and away you go. I already have a shortcut right here, and I just go into that and it comes to this folder. So in here, we got the backup ENB Boost. So you can see in here, we got these files. We're going to grab these files. We're going to copy, you know the drill. We go back to where the Skyrim Special Edition exe is, or Fallout 4, or wherever, because this does work on Fallout 4 too. So you can install it for Fallout 4 or whatever copy Skyrim Special Edition, Skyrim VR, whichever folder you got. But essentially where your ENB files are already, you drop off the ENB local. Now you're also going to want to select the ENB local and you're going to want to change this setting right here. So what this does is we set this to true. By default, it's false. And then this number right here is megabytes. So that's actually about 37 or 38 gigabytes that we've translated. So let's use this notepad for example. So say you have 8 gigabytes of RAM in your computer. I can't type. 8 gigabytes of RAM in your system, and you also on your graphics card have 2 gigabytes. And so that's about 10 gigabytes total if you take those two together. Now to get to the number I have above, you basically just minus 6. Just minus 6 gigabytes. You're going to get 4 gigabytes, 4 gigabytes. Then you're going to take that after you do that. So you get 4 gigabytes. Ooh, I'm so bad at math. This is why my teachers never loved me. So you get 4 gigabytes. And then you take the 4 essentially and you times it by this specific number. You times it by 1024, and that will give you the megabytes, and that's the number you put in here. If you're having trouble figuring out your system, here let me show you my task manager really quick. Performance, So here's your system memory. If you pull up the task manager for the first time, you'll have to turn it into view advanced, and then you'll be able to see the screen and performance. So you can see I have 32 gigabytes of memory, and then I go down to my graphics card in this screen. If you have an external graphics card, you'll see this. If you don't have an external graphics card, I honestly don't even know how you are running Skyrim with an ENB at all. You can see down dedicated GPU memory, 11 gigabytes. So 11 plus 32 minus 6. And that's how we get to 37. Basically, I take that number after the minus 6, transform it into megabytes, put that number in. And once you get that installed, you save it. And now we're going to open up Skyrim and we're going to see what it looks like performance-wise after we get this fix running. So here we go. Hey guys, welcome back to the next part here. You can see up in the corner now it says 59, so already in the menu we're already pretty good. Also where that number will appear, it'll also say ENB Boost now that you've changed the DLL files over to the ENB Boost files that are down in the description. So you can go get that link. Already haven't. Oh, okay. Don't know why it's not letting me go. Oh, that's weird. The D-pad didn't work and then it did work. So let's go make sure we're loading the exact last save. I believe it was the quick save. So this is literally the worst area you can probably be with an ENB and a grass mod installed. I have Verdant installed. You can see my mod list below. I put in the 1K textures. You can see what used to be 40 is now already 50. And it already looks and feels way better. And that is the worst spot on the map. Let's go over to somewhere where we're going to be better, but that is literally the worst location. Giant bonfire, giants, moving animals, grass. But now in town, in this area, frame rate 60, and it's just not dropping unless maybe I push it. Like, yeah, so if I push it, it starts to get bad. Oh, the quest is activating. I'm of course not going to do the quest because that's for my series, my Skyrim Let's Play. But this has been fun, getting the ENB installed, because I originally thought about making a mod list below that you can see, where my goal is to not be intrusive or hard to install until I get the guides out that make it easy to follow my mod list. So now there's some ENB Boost guide. So if you install the ENB for Skyrim or Fallout 4, this is an easy way. You just install some files and you get your frame rate instantly up. And basically you don't have to drop stuff. I'm considering whether or not to drop my grass textures a little bit more, but like I said, that spot on the map there with, what's the name of that area? Bleakwind Basin is literally the worst spot in the game for the ENB, just because of that bonfire. So here we are. I'd like to say thank you guys for watching. I have a few more guides. I have the Vortex guide on how to use Vortex. I have the guide on how to use the ENB or install the ENB. There are a few things you can change probably in the ENB. You can probably decrease the brightness and a few other things. If you hit Shift Enter here, this is where you bring up the ENB menu, and there's of course a few minor things you can probably change in here to make it go a little bit more. I always hate this menu. It never lets me actually click on it, even though I am. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. So Shift Enter, get rid of that. So there's a few more tweaks you can do, but as you can see, all I needed to do was install the ENB Boost, and I'm fixed. So hopefully that will work for you guys. Hopefully that is helpful enough that you don't have to do any more crazy tweaking. I personally never like to go into the ENB and click those little tiny things. What you're actually doing is tweaking INI files in the game, which personally, if you have to go that far to make your stuff work, it's likely you have an issue with the mod before that even happens. So say you go and you're like, man, I'm really having an issue running my grass mod or something like that. It could be the quality of the grass mod, the density of the grass. You can go into the INI to change that, or you can try and find a more quality version to replace that mod so you don't have to suffer going into the INI. Because personally, for a lot of new people to modding, it's just if you don't understand programming, it's a little bit scary, and then people online just tell you to copy and paste stuff, and it usually just breaks your INI. So whatever I can do to make sure that doesn't happen to you, because when that happened to me, I can tell you 13-year-old me did not enjoy that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And like you can see here what it looks like in 4K. I'm running 4K, I'm running texture, I'm running everything, and everything's fine. So hopefully this works out and fixes it for you. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.